What is a high wage LMIA? What is a low wage LMIA? Oftentimes there's a lot of confusion between high wage LMIA stream and low wage LMIA stream. Employees, they get confused with regards to wage requirements, with regards to the differences, and with regards to how to qualify for either of those. In this video, I'm going to talk about the major differences and eligibility requirements for the low wage LMIA as well as the high wage LMIA stream. And by the end of this video, hopefully you would know if your LMIA application qualifies under the low wage or high wage stream. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Dhruv. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant at our firm Effizient. We assist all prospective immigrants and employers with their immigration needs. If you are an employer looking to hire foreign workers, you need assistance with the LMIA application, or you need to figure out the pathways through which you can hire the talent you need for your business, you can feel free to contact us. The contact information is right here. We would be happy to help you. Now, for those familiar with the LMIA process, you may know that under LMIA there is a low wage stream and there is a high wage stream, and the major deciding factor for low wage or high wage is the wage that you're offering the foreign worker that you're trying to hire. Now, before we move on to the differences and the eligibility requirements for high wage, low wage, let's quickly answer the comment of the week. And the comment here is on our LMIA video, so it's very related. The question is, after I've already entered the express entry pool, can I then update the information with my LMIA? Can I update my profile with the LMIA information? The answer is yes, absolutely. After you've entered the pool, you can always go in and enter the information about the LMIA that you've received. You will be instantly awarded 50 points after you fill in that information. I hope this helps. Now, coming back to the high wage and low wage LMIA streams, let's talk about the major eligibility criteria that qualifies you under either the low wage or the high wage stream. And that criteria is the wage that you're offering the foreign worker. Now, guys, before we delve deep into this, I want to make it very clear that regardless of the LMIA stream, you need to pay the worker the median wage. Even if you're doing a low wage LMIA, a high wage LMIA, median wage is mandatory. If median wage is not paid to the worker, ESDC will not process your application. It will be refused. As an example, if you're trying to hire a food service supervisor in Toronto, you need to pay them the median wage for a food service supervisor in Toronto. Here on the screen, you can see the table from the Job Bank website that talks about the median wage for a food service supervisor in Toronto region, and it's $22. So regardless, even if you're planning on applying a low wage LMIA, a high wage, 22 is the minimum that you need to pay the worker. A lot of folks think that if they're doing a low wage LMIA, they can pay the low wage and not the median wage from the wage table. That is common misconception. That is not true. The median wage is mandatory for that job position in that job location. You cannot go below the median wage even if you're doing a low wage LMIA. Now, if that's the case, how do you differentiate between a low wage and a high wage LMIA? Well, for that, you need to know the provincial median wages. Here on the screen, you can see the median hourly wage for each province. The government has created this table, and this is the table that you use to determine if your LMIA application will go under the low wage stream or the high wage. The way this is done is you compare the wage that you're offering a foreign worker with the wage in that province on this table. And if the wage that you're offering is higher than or equal to the median provincial wage, then your LMIA falls under the high wage stream. Otherwise, your LMIA falls under the low wage stream. As an example, if you're trying to hire a worker in Ontario, let's just go back to the food service supervisor example in Toronto. If you're offering that food service supervisor 24 Canadian dollars an hour, it's less than $28.39, and hence your LMIA application falls under the low wage stream. You have to meet the requirements for the low wage stream. If you're offering $29, which is greater than $28.39 an hour, that is the provincial median, then your LMIA falls under the high wage stream, and then you have to meet the requirements for the high wage LMIA. Now, what are the differences with regards to requirements within the low wage and the high wage? Firstly, the most important thing is the low wage LMIA comes with caps. You can only hire a limited amount of workers under the low wage stream. So there is a limited number of low wage positions you can hire, and that cap is set at 20% for most of the industries. So this is something you need to be mindful of. There is not an unlimited amount of low wage workers that you can hire. On the other hand, under the high wage stream, there is no cap. So with regards to the high wage workers, you can hire more high wage workers as long as you're paying them above the provincial median wages. You can hire as many as you want. There is no cap that applies to a high wage position. Secondly, the advertisement requirement. For each LMIA stream, you need to advertise in the Canadian Job Bank. Apart from that, you need to advertise in two different sources. Two other sources for a low wage stream have to focus on underrepresented groups. So you cannot just post in Indeed, or you cannot just post on Kijiji, or you cannot just post on any other job website. They have to specifically target underrepresented groups. These could be Aboriginals, newcomers, people with disabilities, natives, etc., etc. On the other hand, under the high wage stream, those other two sources could be any source. They do not have to specifically target underrepresented groups. The third main difference can be the processing times. However, on the screen you can see the processing times at the moment for high wage and low wage LMIA. For high wage it's 51, for low wage it's 54 days. So it's not much different at this time. Again, these are averages. However, usually it could be that one of the stream may move faster than the other. And that's another thing you can consider when determining what stream to proceed with. Those are the main differences between these two streams. There are a few other differences with regards to the employer's obligations. Under a low wage stream, the employer has a few more obligations towards the foreign workers, such as ESDC may need you to provide them support for housing or for transportation, etc., which are a little relaxed under the high wage stream. So guys, in summary, we've talked about the fact that median wage is necessary regardless of the stream. We've talked about how you can distinguish if your application qualifies under the low wage or the high wage stream. And we've talked about the major differences with regards to recruitment advertisements, with regards to the caps, and with regards to the processing times and employers' obligations under the high wage and low wage stream. That's it for this video, guys. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you are notified about any new video that we upload. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.